was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted.
Vode on, and hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Gunko Guns here from Mando, and yes, the mustache is still here, still undefeated, still drawing more power than a Sith Lightning Storm, and somehow smelling like fine Corellian brandy. Who knew? Anyway, today we are back in SWTOR, and we're talking about the Lightning Sorcerer, one of my personal favorite builds for turning enemies into smoking craters. I've been playing this class now for over a decade or so, and let me tell you, it still hits like a Star Destroyer doing a belly flop. This build, however, will get you 30k plus DPS with zero stress and about as much effort as making toast. No insane 40 barn rotations, no spreadsheets, no let me hold my breath while I cast nonsense, just pure, efficient, lazy destruction, the Mandalorian way. So grab yourself a drink, my friends, plug in your lightning rods, and let's fry some Jedi, baby. Looking for like-minded lunatics to play SWTOR with? Then why not join the Mando community? We're on the Starforge server, and we've been around since the Star Wars Galaxy days, back when blasters overheated and the cantina was the real endgame. We run everything: PvE, operation, dungeons, weekly world bosses, PvP, duels, bounties, you name it. If it explodes, we're probably already there. So if you want a crew that actually plays and isn't just standing around on fleet quoting Revan, then join Mando. Discord is in the bio. Strapping is going to get loud. All right, thank you guys again for being here. I truly appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you got any questions or ideas. I do read them all, I swear. Even the slightly unhinged ones, I'll at least just kind of go over them shortly. Anyway, Lightning Sorcerer time, or Lightning Sorc. I'm going to cover everything that you need to know. Best implants, tactical stats, and ability tree in 2025. Then I'll cover the rotation, and at the very end, I'll actually show you a parse so you can see how the numbers look like and how it actually kind of flows together and all that good stuff. Quick note before we start. This is not the most efficient way to play this class. This is the lazy man's way to play this class, or if you're just starting out in Lightning. It will get you 30k plus DPS without breaking a sweat, and you'll still be top DPS and you look fantastic while doing it, and you'll actually enjoy playing this class. However, there is a 40 bind rotation that I can show you that will get you 35 to 40k DPS if you want to spend your evening pressing keys like you're defusing a bomb. I'll show it to you. If you guys want to learn it, go ahead. I choose not to play that way, but that's just me. This guide, this one is for normal people. Anyway, let's grab a coffee and let's get into it. All right, let's kick things off with the implants. The best two in slot are Unmatched Haste package and the Gathering Storm package. And please note, mine are not even leveled, and I am using some purple augments as well because I couldn't be bothered, if I'm being honest. If yours are leveled to 340, you're going to do even more damage than I'm doing. The best tactical in slot is Stormwatch, and I'm going to show you really quick the combat style. Feel free to copy all of this. This hasn't changed in a very long time. It's still the best way to play the class. Now, I choose unlimited power at 43. There's others that will either choose the overcharge barrier and things like that. Honestly, I don't. I like the limited power. I like, helping the group mates and operation group members. Anyway, let's go to gear really quick and talk about the details. Obviously, for accuracy, you want that 2694 plus. You want that 110%. And if we go on the Force, you'll see it right here. And Alacrity, there's, again, remember I told you earlier, there's two different ways to play this class. There is this way and there's a sweaty way. In the lazy way, you really don't need any Alacrity whatsoever. The Alacrity that you get from Gathering Storm is plenty. Especially if you have the Zeal perk, you're still going to get that 1.4 GCD, not that you even need it. Your passives and the way they work make it where you don't need Alacrity. Again, for this build, because there's a few hard casts. You want to pump everything else into critical. If you can get it over 5k, you're going to be doing some serious damage. With that said, I will show you the other rotation at the end as well. And that rotation, the sweaty one, as we'll call it, you need 36 to 3700. That's 3600 to 3700 Alacrity for that build. And I'll talk about it in there as well. But anyway, for this build, this is pretty much what you need. Now, coming back to the rotation, and we'll do a full thing here. There's the opener, and then there's the main rotation for the sustained damage. Let's start off with the opener. So before we start any fight, you want to make sure that you put the AoE, which is called the Force Storm, away from the boss. The reason you want it, you want this Lightning Storm passive to create, you have 8 seconds on it. So again, before you start the battle, just kind of shoot it off the side and then you can start it. After that, you want to put Static Barrier on yourself. The reason for that, again, if you come right over to 51, the Static Barrier crackles with electricity, shocking attackers for 16k. This is why you'll see a lot of sorcs at the beginning of the fight. They'll go stand next to the boss because that's going to hit them back and give you just a little bit of boost. Not that you need to do that, but again, if you want to get an extra couple of K, more than welcome to do that, okay? Now, the opener, after you do those two, you are going to do a Crushing Darkness, okay? And this is going to be a cast. So you want to make sure that, again, it looks something like this. So it's a cast, as you see that, right? So you want to go Crushing Darkness into a Lightning Flash. This is going to be an insta-cast, by the way, so be very careful with it. Then you're going to spam all of your 5 buffs that we're going to use, or 4 buffs, and then we also have an Affliction. So Polarity Shift, Affliction, Recklessness, pop your attack adrenaline, because remember, in this build, we're going to have over 5k critical. There's no reason to put more crit. You want to get the attack one. It's going to give you the most damage output. I'm only using a blue one because I'm not biochem on this character, but again, if you can get the gold one or the purple one, it's even more damage. Anyway, Adrenal into that unlimited power. Now, the reason why the Affliction works here like this, it's due to Stormwatch. Your Lightning Flash applies Stormwatch on its targets for the next 15 seconds. Whenever the target takes damage from Affliction, Crushing Darkness, and Thundering Blast, a lightning bolt is called drawn upon it, dealing extra damage. And because of that, your Affliction is going to get reset in this rotation, so you never have to reapply it again. So kind of keep that in mind. You only need to do it one time in your actual opener. This is how it kind of works together. So again, one more time for the opener, and we'll do it together really quick. I won't use the attack adrenal and the unlimited power, just so you don't actually, go through it. But I'm going to actually show you what this looks like. So again, as we're going to fight the boss, for example, we're going to go ahead and put that electric thing there, put the static barrier, and then you're going to go hard cast into flash, and then you're going to get your stuff moving, and so forth and so forth. And then that is, again, the opener. And then we're going to immediately jump into the main rotation. As you see, there's just a lot of things that are happening right now. All right, and the main rotation. So right after you use your unlimited power, we're going to jump into the main rotation, and it looks something like this. It's super easy to understand, okay? So what you want to do is keep an eye on this force speed, because remember, all of our implants is going to boost everything, and it's do a lot more damage. This is how everything starts, okay? So you do force speed into your halted offensive. This move, by the way, will refresh your Affliction. So again, it's going to be a hard cast. So halted offensive into a Thundering Blast, which is another hard cast. Keep that in mind. Into a second halted offensive. This is going to be an immediate cast because of the way Thundering Blast works. So again, really quick, the main rotation, we're going to do it in 2 slots, okay? The main rotation is force speed into halted offense, Thundering Blast, halted offense, and then we're going to do 3 lightning bolts. Make sure to count them because they're going to be pretty fast, okay? 2 of them are going to be flashing, 1 of them is not. Keep that in mind. As soon as we're done with the 3 lightning bolts, we're going to go back into halted offensive, Thundering Blast, halting offensive. And then we're going to do lightning flash into a Crushing Darkness, into a shock. That's going to finish the rotation of that part, and we're going to go back to that force speed and then continue doing the same thing over and over and over again until everything dies. So pretend, I'm going to just put Affliction on just so you guys can see it refresh, but pretend that we just did the, let me actually just do it, just to make things a little bit easier. So again, here's the full rotation. I'll do it a few times for you so you guys can see how it actually does work. And here is that barrier. So again, we're just going to pop this, and we're going to go to the full thing here. And then here we go. And then again, see how it starts right now. Now you're going to watch that affliction get reset every time you use this. And then 3 lightning bolts, 1, 2, 3, back into your halted offense, into your thundering blast, into your halted offense, lightning flash, crushing darkness into shock, and then just repeat. And you can continuously do this the entire time until the boss dies. Again, this is the easy way to play it, and this will net you, I promise you, 30 plus K DPS or 31, 32, and I am way under geared for this. And again, this is how I've been playing it for the longest time, and it works like a boss. All right, let's do just one more, and then I'm gonna, there we go. Do you see just how the ridiculous amount of stuff that just happened there? Anyway, we'll just stop it right there. So again, that is the lazy rotation. And again, the way that I do it, and again, it's just how I build mine. It just makes things a lot easier for me to do everything. And then I kind of put it right here. And then I just kind of close this one off just like that. And I am just able to go there and just play this the entirety and have a lot of fun while doing this. The next thing that I would say, just to kind of make sure that this guy, you know, kind of goes in for you, I have all my buffs right here on this side. And whenever they're available, I just make sure to use them before force speed. Kind of keep that in mind. You will never have to do affliction again, but whenever your buffs come up, your polarity shift will come up all the time. You just want to use it right before force speed, and then you just move on. And again, you'll just see a ridiculous amount of damage. Now, let me quickly, and I'll quickly just show you the crazy rotation, the sweaty one, and how that looks like and all the stats, and then I'll do a parse right after that. All right, and again, this is the sweaty rotation, as I like to call it. Again, 35 to 39K, you can absolutely hit this on bosses, if not more. Again, I don't recommend this build or this rotation if you're new. However, if you are trying to push numbers and be the best of the best, definitely learn this rotation. Now, I'm going to put on the screen the stats that you want. And notice the alacrity. You must be at this alacrity 36 or 3700. And on top of that, you have to have at least minimum 2200 critical. Now, the reason for this, again, is because we want it to be super fast and it's a priority system, but I'm going to actually give you a fixed rotation for you to learn. Now, very important that you get the alacrity in here. Here are the stats that I use, again, one more time. And with this stats, by the way, these are with the 318 augments. You can definitely hit this with 344 gear. Now, here is the opener. It's pretty long. But the reason why it's this long is because when we pop the buff, we want to use the most buffs that we have to get the most damage output. This is the best way to do it. And then right after that, I'm going to put the fixed rotation. If you look, the first one, the second one, the bottom are completely the same. That means that you just want to repeat them. But again, it is a lot, and it is the fixed rotation and all that good stuff. So again, if you want to learn this, guys, you're more than welcome to. I don't like to play this way, I'll be honest. I prefer to have fun, have a simple rotation, still do a lot of damage, and focus on the mechanics in NIM and all these other ones that I'm doing. Anyway, going back to the actual parse, you guys can see this. Now, I'm going to set this up and show you guys how I am doing this really quick. I'm going to put some music on, and then I'll speed it up so you guys can watch it and full the rotation and see how you can do this the easy way. Here we go.
All I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. Somebody help me, 'cause I'm feeling trapped and I don't know what to do. There's no one to save me from this.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That is a rotation. Feel free to copy all of this. And again, I definitely recommend key bindings, guys. I chose to click for you so it's easier to follow and see what I'm actually doing. But if you are actually key binding and you are doing this properly, I have had friends in Mando who use this rotation as well over the years, the fast one, and they're all at 33, 34K, you know, having the best time of their lives by making the rotation simple and easy to follow and easy to use. Thank you guys one more time for watching. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.